Mismatch, a seriously funny look at dating. I'm here today with Audrey and Frances, the two girls who wrote Mismatch, and they're going to be here to tell us a little bit about their book.
And our book is called Mismatch, a seriously funny look at dating, and we wrote the book on funny.
And so what gave you the idea to write a book about dating?
Well, I actually have a very dear friend of mine who happens to be turning 83 next week. Happy birthday, Jane. And we go out for drinks every Thursday night, and every week it's an update on my dating life. Who I've fallen in love with, who I've devastatingly fallen out of love with. And every week, for 8 years, she said, "You should write a book. You should write a book." So finally I said, okay, I'll write the book. And I had to bring Audrey into the project because she has the funniest stories too. So together we wrote this book.
Good. And how did you come across Lulu? What made Lulu the choice to publish your book?
I took some classes on publishing, and the big push was publishing traditionally versus self-publishing. And I started doing research on it, and I found that nowadays with the internet, the only thing that a traditional publishing house can give you is distribution, and it just didn't make sense for me. I wanted my book the way I wanted it, and this was just the way, and Lulu was fantastic.
So as people read your book and they're wondering, where do I find Mr. Right, Ms. Right? What do you recommend? What do you write in your book that you recommend people should do to find that perfect person?
Pick up the white pages and look under right. You'll see lots of Mr. or Mrs.
Although I recommend spelling it with a W, really. So no, what I would recommend and what we try to practice is always going to places that you are familiar with, things that you would normally do in your everyday life. Don't go out of the norm. If you're not an avid hiker, don't join a hiking group if that's not something you're interested in, because you want to meet somebody who has similar interests as you. So that's key. Doing things that you are going to continue doing things with people who you're going to enjoy spending time with.
And put yourself out there. Join an online internet site. Join a dating site online. See what comes up.
Now, are a lot of these advice from experience? Have you guys gone through these trial and error moments?
We've pretty much done it all. We've done the 8-minute dating. We've done online dating. We've been set up by friends. We've done blind dates. I mean, just pretty much everything that you could do, we've tried it.
Well,
yeah.
And what our book is just 32 short stories on dating disasters and triumphs. So funny, good stories about our dates.
You give a guy your phone number, right? Or a guy gives a girl his phone number, and you are so anxious for that person to call, and you're waiting and you're waiting. I always want to know, how long do I wait? Like, how long do I wait for his phone call?
Haven't you watched Swingers? I mean, 6 days for the beautiful babies, really. That's what it's all about. Well, what we do is you give out your phone number and you make the guy call you, because if somebody is truly interested, they're going to call you. If you've shown them enough of yourself and put it all out there.
About skin.
Yes, right, not cleavage. But no, if you've shown them who you really are, they're going to want to get in touch with you. They're going to want to find out more, and that's what it's all about. So.
Audrey once waited 182 days.
127 days, I think. I don't know. It's in the book.
Down?
No, it was in the book. It was somebody that I had met, was set up with, or that I met kind of as a setup, and I gave him my phone number, and he didn't realize it.
Oh.
So several months later, when he asked my cousin how I was doing, and she said, "I don't know, why don't you call her? You have her number."
You put it in his phone?
I put it in his pocket, and he did call me, and we wound up dating for several months, and it was wonderful. Yeah.
Good. Well, good. I am so glad that we had this opportunity. I mean, Lulu has been so fortunate to find authors like you guys who are fun and who are willing to write about things that everybody wants to know about. And so tell me one thing that you would like authors to know about Lulu and about how it helped your experience be even better.
I love the online chat option with the Lulu associates. Every time I had a question, they were right there pointing me in the correct direction, and really that was a lifesaver over and over again. I was just researching ISBN numbers, and boom, lots of information on it. So.
And for you?
The thing that was really great for me and for us was that we could go online and track how many hits we had, and we were able to track the sales. We were able to look at how we were doing in the lineup of things on Lulu, and that was a really great thing to be able to see.
Good. Good. Well, I'm glad that we could meet, and here at the LA Times Book Festival, it's been a great time, and good luck with Mismatch.
Thank you
and
so
we'll be
much.
talking to you soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.